time is 5 to 7 minutes. That's all from chat.
Thank you. As I was on my way in this morning, I was thinking about the Toastmasters promise. You have to understand, back when I joined the group, I don't know if there was such a thing, but I had never heard it articulated until about 4 or 5 years ago. And here's what I realized. It is profound. What is it that we do? What does the Toastmasters promise ask us to do? What do we commit to doing? Anybody?
Call on to be an officer.
Yes, when you're called on to be an officer. What else? Come on, guys.
Develop leadership.
Yes. What else?
Comfortable in our own skin.
That's not in the Toastmasters promise, but it should be. It should be. We agree to prepare for roles. We agree to prepare for speeches. We promise to do that. A promise is an emphatic way of saying yes. In my years in this group, I have come to realize that is what makes this group great. We change our intuitive function from saying no to yes. I made the mistake of leaving early last week. And I got that little text message we get on Friday. I didn't look at it. And then I got an email from Harini. Speaker introduction form. I'm not a speaker. What's my first reaction?
No.
How do I get out of this? That's what I would have done years ago. I would have figured out a way to do it. I would have made an excuse, and then I would have quit. And I did for a couple of days. How am I going to get out of this? What can I do to get out of this? But then, force of habit of being in this group for years, I said yes, because that's what I promised to do. But one of the things that's key in learning how to say yes in this group is finding your motivation. So this morning, we're going to talk a little bit about how we stay motivated. What is it that we need to do to isolate what we're working on, what our goals are? Because then we can seek out opportunities that we have to seek out. Maybe it's competing. Maybe it's speaking in front of other groups. Maybe it's becoming part of a leadership role. So let's do that. Each of you has a slip of paper in front of you, hopefully. Everybody get that little slip of paper that I so carefully cut out this morning. Excellent. We have some extras. If anybody needs more, they are right here. I don't know if you remember a tip that I gave a couple of weeks ago where I said we too often set goals by setting a result first, but I want to start with the result. And I want you to be specific here. I want you to visualize what it is that you want to do. Why are you sitting here this morning? What are you doing here? And I don't want it just to be a better public speaker or a better leader. What is it you see? Think about it for a second. Is it getting up in front of your group at church? Is it going out and talking to people about bridging cultural gaps? What is it that you envision? Think about it. I want you to get that vision in your head right now. I'm going to give you a few seconds. This is your result. My result right now is I want to be better at speaking while not being completely prepared, not having a rehearsed speech. That's why I keep doing these impromptu topics. So the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is, I could be better at being an impromptu speaker by what? What is it? What is the tool you're going to use to achieve that result? For me, it's going to be repetition. Repeating speeches, starting here, and then going out in front of other groups. So let's coach that out. Bring it out. Does anybody care to share one real quick? I'm going to pick on Melissa. What do you have?
I have speaking with confidence to my peers in a professional setting.
That's a big one for me. I have an easy time speaking in front of people that I don't know. But when I'm in front of a group of people that know me, it's really hard. So what are some of the things you think you want to do to get to that end?
I think repetition is a good one, and also starting small. I did end up speaking at ASU in a professional setting at a seminar in front of about 100 people. So that was like, yeah. So I might be called to do that again this summer. And that before Toastmasters, that never would have happened. Period.
And tell you a little story about Melissa. She battles with nerves like I battle with nerves in getting in front of people. And I remember I got roped into being a judge at a contest, and one of the speakers was Melissa, talking about Eleanor Roosevelt, doing something that scares you each day. Do you remember that speech?
Yep.
And what was amazing is I saw the nerves on her face when she got in front of the group. But she said yes. And that must have scared the holy you-know-what out of her. And she got up there and I could see it. But then something clicked. She had done it a number of times. And she got up and she nailed it. So what I want to encourage you to do is keep that note. And I want to congratulate you for taking the first step and joining this group. Do you know that less than 2% of people on this planet work on public speaking? But they say the key to success is showing up. And part of showing up is saying yes. The part that they don't tell you is you have to say yes over and over again. You have to keep showing up. I've joined this group and quit this group 3 times, but I keep coming back because this group has given me the framework to make meaningful change in my life, to really understand how to motivate myself and how to put in place a plan of action. But it all starts with one simple thing, saying yes. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Jack. Get ready to sign.